my dad. He died.
I'm the solicitor of your father's estate.
My dad owned this place. I don't have any memories with him. This is all I have right now.
If you're watching this, then I'm already dead. Property comes with a special tenant. You're the one thing that stands between her and the outside world.
You're joking.
What is that?
Come out, wherever you are.
What's going on?
You can't kill her.
Hello, my name is Michael Morley, and I'm here to review Baghead, directed by Alberto Corredor. Hope I got his name right. It stars Freya Allen and Jeremy Irvine. This film is about a monster living underneath a pub. It's British. It's a British movie. The father who owns the pub dies of mysterious, unknown circumstances. Somehow he ends up getting burnt alive underneath the pub where this supposed monster is. And the daughter then inherits the pub. And she goes to the pub and starts to find out certain events, links to things that might have caused her father's death. This film was based on the short film Baghead that came out in 2017. It did really well in film festivals, so this was made into a film. This movie reminded me a lot of the movie that I had seen here in Australia called Talk to Me. It was very similar. It's a monster that comes out of this hole underneath the basement in this pub. It sits down on a chair. You can strap it up and talk to it. If you give it a certain amulet or a certain item, an item that was part of someone that was in your family, someone that you knew that had died, you could give that item to that monster and it would change into that person that had passed on, and you'd be able to talk to that person for 2 minutes. And after that 2 minutes is gone, then the monster would come in and start doing evil stuff. I looked at the reviews of this film and I noticed it got like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, this movie is not as bad as what critics are saying. I actually, because I went in with low expectations, I came out actually kind of liking this movie. It's not great. It's not fantastic. This is just one of those popcorn, guilty pleasure scare flicks. And there are certain moments in this movie where there are really good jump scares. The effects are really good. It's pretty good. For a low budget movie, there are some really good practical effects with the makeup, and the monster looks really cool. I love British horror. I have this thing for British horror because they seem to do things differently to the Americans. The Americans have their own style with horror movies. It's very daunting. I feel like the British have a more daunting vibe with their horror than the Americans. So it's always good to see something from a different country. And the acting's not bad. Freya Allen, you might know her from that TV show The Witcher. She's not bad in this film. Jeremy Irvine, he's okay. The acting, is a bit substandard, but it's not terrible. It's one of those movies that's very middle of the road. I don't think it's going to be remembered, and I don't think it's going to be named one of the best horror movies of the year, but it's not as bad as what critics are saying. Give it a go. 6 out of 10.
This isn't something you can control.
I'm going to kill you.
You can't kill her.